If only I could turn back time.
What is up, ladies and gentlemen of the YouTube world? Welcome back to 2K to the 2K franchise. And ladies and gentlemen, I apologize for the hiatus. I'm going through some personal issues of mine, but tonight we are back and we are live here on WWE 2k23, baby. And we are jam-packed for Season 2 of Universe Mode. We are picking right up where we left off. As you guys can see, our opening contest before he goes into Backlash to defend the U.S. title against Judgment Day's Damian Priest. Austin Theory looks to gain a little bit of momentum as he tries to defeat the phenomenal AJ Styles in our opening contest. And as we have, of course, all the women here on Raw, you guys can see Chelsea Green and Sonya Deville teaming up tonight to take on the team of Natalya and Mia Yim, and old rivals renewing some hostilities that they had in the past. Former Intercontinental Champions The Miz and Dolph Ziggler are going to go at it here tonight. Also, in more women's competition, Little Miss Bliss, Alexa Bliss, will be in action tonight as she takes on Asuka. And after all four of these men came up short last time in the Battle Royal to crown the #1 contender for the U.S. title, all four tonight look to gain a little bit more momentum and get back up there in the ratings card, as tonight Dexter Lumis and Johnny Gargano of the Gargano family will compete in a fatal four-way match where they also have to contend with not just each other, but also Mustafa Ali and Elias. And currently, Damage Control's Io Sky and Dakota Kai still the women's tag team champions, but could that change here tonight? Because as you know, we are always looking for contenders, always looking for people to prove themselves, and Indy Hartwell and Candice LeRae were former NXT women's tag team champions. Could it be the same here on Raw? And also in our semi-main event, before she collides at Backlash against Becky Lynch for her Undisputed Women's World Championship, the Duchess of the Judgment Day, Rhea Ripley, looks to continue her dominance, as tonight in our semi-main event, she takes on Aliyah. And finally, our main event card, after coming up short in his world title match against the Visionary, against the Revolutionary, against the World Heavyweight Champion Seth Rollins, the original Bro looks to bounce back and prove that he's still in the game, as tonight he teams up with the monster among men, Braun Strowman, to take on the world champion Seth Rollins and another giant, the Nigerian giant, none other than the man who put Riddle in the most vulnerable position going into that world title match, Omos. And as y'all can see, the main event is looking jam-packed, but let's review the card that we had here tonight. In our opening contest, Austin Theory proves he is the now and why he's the U.S. champion by getting a win over the phenomenal AJ Styles. I can't say it was probably fully clean. This one was a little bit of a shocker. Sonya Deville and Chelsea Green get a win over Mia Yim and the Queen of Hearts, Natalya. Impressive. And in renewing hostilities, it's the A-lister who conquers the man who should have been The Miz, gets a win over Dolph Ziggler. And she proves once again why nobody is ready for her, as Asuka defeats former women's champion Alexa Bliss. Also, we all were walking with Elias tonight, as Elias was able to defeat Dexter Lumis, Mustafa Ali, and Johnny Gargano in the Fatal 4-Way match. Who knows where he sits at the power rankings. And also, more women's action, Indy Hartwell and Candice LeRae were able to defeat the women's tag team champions. I just got off the phone with Adam Pearce. We are now going to have these two teams go at it at Backlash in our pre-show for the WWE Women's Tag Team Championships. But with that said, let's get into our opening contest for you all to see. Tonight has been red hot with the action here on Raw, and I have a feeling it's just going to keep getting better. And here we go, making her Universe Mode debut in such a big fashion. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a round of applause. Aliyah, who's making her universe, but the question is, who we all consider the most dominant woman in this generation. Well, as she just showed, Aliyah does have some great athleticism, but the question is, can that be used to her advantage? Will she use it to her advantage against a woman who has undoubtedly the most undeniable women's star right now in our women's division. It's the same woman who at Money in the Bank was able to become the undisputed women's world champion. And as you see the lights go out, the wings are up. And once the smoke sets, as you see, accompanied by the #1 contender for the U.S. title, Damian Priest, and bad boy Dom Dom, the undisputed women's world champion, the Duchess of the Judgment Day, Rhea Ripley. The Judgment Day, ever since last season, have proven why they are the most dominant force here in the WWE. They've taken out AJ Styles in the OC. They have proven why. That when you mess with the Judgment Day, you will always fall. Dominic and Damian, she's confusing, I know. At ringside, this up the #1 contender for the U.S. title, Damian Priest. We have not been seeing... Oh, wait a minute. The world chanting, Rhea's gonna kill you. And Rhea just might do that. She already takes Aliyah to the floor. And remember, everything is still the same. We are picking right up where we left off here in Universe mode. Rhea Ripley, after defeating Bianca Belair at Money in the Bank, is the #1 woman. She is the undisputed women's world champion, as all the women that are in the WWE are on Raw. All the tag teams are on SmackDown. And every woman who's on this roster is hungry for an opportunity to prove why they should be the one to be the women's world champion. Why they should be the one. Rhea giving Aliyah a chance to get out the brakes. And Aliyah has to roll out to the outside right in front of Dom and Damian Priest. And Rhea now going to give chase to Aliyah, as both women now are battling it out on the outside, but Rhea brings it right back into the ring. And now Aliyah trying to mount some kind of offense. Irish whips Ripley into the ropes and able to take her down with a neck breaker. This could be the opening that Aliyah needs. Oh, chop right to the chest. And now going after the legs. And very smart. That's ingenuity right there by Aliyah. And a big boot takes down the women's world champion. And remember, Becky Lynch is watching this match very, very carefully. Because Becky Lynch is the one who will challenge Rhea Ripley at Backlash for the women's world title, as Ripley immediately gets back up to her feet and takes down Aliyah. And ooh, stiff super kick caught Aliyah right on the jaw. But Aliyah able to stay resilient and kick out. And Ripley now just stalking Aliyah. Has her up in the electric chair. That's pretty high for Aliyah. And she just drops her down. And gonna try to quickly end this for Aliyah tonight in her debut, but she's not gonna let it happen. And now look at Rhea. She's just playing with her food. See, Ripley right now is one of those hyenas that is just literally playing with her food, and it's going to cost her right there. And Aliyah was able to get out of the way of the leg drop, but Ripley caught her with another super kick. And Rhea now, she's saying this was a message straight to the man, straight to Becky Lynch. And I'm probably looking for the riptide, but Aliyah able to stop it before it could happen. And what is that, like the fourth super kick? if that doesn't put Aliyah out. And it did. A stiff super kick caught Aliyah right on the jaw. And you see the Judgment Day victorious here. Rhea Ripley, will she be standing tall over Becky at Backlash in 2 weeks? You never know. Anything can happen here in Universe Mode. Anything. And now, that was a good way to start off the episode, but now it's time to cap off with our main event. Get your cameras, ladies and gentlemen, because you're going to witness a frightening sight. The 7'4", nearly 400+ pound Nigerian giant. The man who was the hired gun for Seth Rollins. The man who brutalized Matt Riddle going into his world title match. The man who ensured that Riddle would not have a chance to defeat Seth Rollins. And I tried to get a word in with Seth. He said what him and Omos have going on is strictly business and helping out someone who truly needs it. Seth Rollins is a master manipulator, and he is the World Heavyweight Champion, but he was able to get probably one of the most dangerous and heavy-hitting superstars on the Raw roster at his side. That is a great attribute, and Omos is a great gun to have, especially if you're the World Heavyweight Champion. And speaking of, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome. He is the visionary, he is the revolutionary, and he is our World Heavyweight Champion, Seth freaking Rollins. Ooh, whoa. The world singing along with Seth. Many people were judging that bout between Seth and Riddle in the last episode of Raw. Many people were wondering if Seth really beat Riddle that night, if he really is as credible as a world champion as he is. I mean, you can't doubt Seth Rollins. He's an amazing athlete. He's been committed and loyal to the WWE since day one. And although his ways of retaining the world title weren't exclusively ethical, to say the least, he did get it done. And Riddle did put up a fight. It's not like Riddle forfeited or just laid down. But here comes Omos and Rollins' opponent. First off, the monster that I think can contend with Omos. The monster of all monsters. Matt Riddle's tag team partner, and undoubtedly the guy I think can measure up to Omos. He can match Omos in speed, possibly strength, but definitely in size. Braun Strowman is just like Omos. He's one of those guys who you just don't want to be in the ring with because you know what's in store for you. You know what both men are capable of. And of course, Braun Strowman is a former Universal Champion, a former Tag Team Champion, and a former Intercontinental Champion. So Braun Strowman has quite the resume that he can say for himself. But you also can't deny the heart, the fight, the will, and this guy, my guy. The original bro, scooter and all. And the world's chanting along, bro. Matt Riddle was the one who earned an opportunity to face Seth Rollins for the world title last season. But now he looks to try to pick up where he left off. And whoa! Watch out for them slides, boys. And Seth Rollins and Omos don't look any such impressed. But then again, when do they ever? And it looks like it's going to be Omos. Oh, starting things off with Braun Strowman. The battle of the big boys. And Braun Strowman right out of the gates trying to establish dominance. But also so is Omos. Heavy shots from both men. And look at this. These two match each other in size. But Omos may match Braun Strowman in strength, but maybe not speed. But oh. I may stand corrected. Now Omos brings Strowman in the corner. And let's not forget, Strowman and Seth do have some history when they battled once upon a time for the Universal title as Braun hits hard on the mat. And it wasn't just that. Seth Rollins and Strowman were also former tag team champions together. But now Braun gets himself back up and going straight after the world champion. And now just throwing him right into him and Riddle's corner and gives the original bro the tag. This is what Matt Riddle wanted. He wanted to be in the ring with Seth Rollins. And now Riddle trying to get his gate back, but Rollins with a sling blade takes down the original bro. And now Rollins getting out of dodge. And now Omos takes down Riddle. And let's not forget, Omos and Riddle have had some battles in the past, even before Matt Riddle became #1 contender for the world title, and that's just disrespect, Omos. And now Omos trying to wear down Riddle with the Iron Claw. Just dropped Riddle, but Riddle able to get that shoulder up. And Omos with these powerful strikes. And now trying to maybe go for an overhead belly to belly, but Riddle able to fight back with some quick strikes. And now, oh, a stiff knee caught Omos. But it looks like it may have only staggered the Nigerian giant for a moment. And another Iron Claw takes down the original bro. And now, oh my God. And now a third one. When does it end with someone like Omos? And now Omos has him up for a huge choke slam into a cover on the original bro, but Riddle somehow managed to get that shoulder up. And Omos now just choking the life out of Riddle. If you're Riddle, how do you get somebody like Omos down? And now Riddle with another stiff knee. And just as I say that, Omos went down for a second. Omos goes down again. And another knee. But Omos will not stay down. And now Omos is off on his feet. But in comes the world champion. Here comes Seth Rollins. Hopefully Rollins can try to get some momentum back in him and Omos' corner. And now Seth with a huge roundhouse. Looking for a knee, but Riddle able to sidestep for just a second. And now look at the original bro. Set up for the bro, Derek. Hooks the leg, shoulders are down to beat the world champion. No, not yet. And now here's that MMA background of Riddle. Those stiff forearm shots and those clubbing blows right to the temple. And you really cannot ever deny Matt Riddle. You can't ever count him out. And you see Riddle just egging Seth Rollins on. And now Braun Strowman trying to get involved. And now Riddle able to come back into this match. And now Riddle took too much time to gloat there because now Seth, oh! Went face first right into that. Oh, wait a minute. Riddle, Seth now adding insult to injury. He has the bro mission locked in on the original bro. Even if Riddle tapped out, it wouldn't make a difference. And now ref at a count of 7 now. Now a count of 8, and both the world champion and Riddle get back into the ring. And now Riddle coming back with another huge knee, drops the world champion. And original bro, world champion. And Rollins just egging on Riddle. And Riddle proving that he can do the same. And I would love to see these two men run it back for the world title. And now, oh, stiff roundhouse from the original bro to the world champion, and both the Giants come back in. And now Omos with a big boot takes down the monster among monsters. And I would love to see these two men go at it as well. Strowman and Omos, I think that's a big money match. And now Braun Strowman finally starting to get some momentum in his corner against the Nigerian Giant. And now Strowman, can he, oh no, he's looking for the power bomb, but Omos able to overpower him. Hook of the leg on Braun, but it's not even a 1. And now Braun Strowman proving that he can be just as heavy-handed as Omos. And now Braun, he's gonna try to choke slam Omos, and he does. And now Braun Strowman trying to look for the running power slam, but Omos able to get out of there at the last second. And now Omos tags in Seth Rollins, and now Braun also tags in Riddle. And oh, a stiff knee caught Riddle. But now Seth looking for another one. And now Riddle catches him with a knee of his own. Rollins is staggered. Riddle sizing up. Oh! Seth Rollins in a huge roundhouse. Riddle with a clubbing forearm to the side of the head. And here we go. The bro mission! The bro mission! It's Rollins tapped! Rollins tapped! Omos was too late. Riddle just made the world champion tap out. If that doesn't speak volumes, I don't know what does. Shout out to the original bro and the monster among monsters. Big win here tonight in our main event. But with that said, unfortunately, that is all we have for this episode of Raw. I will see you guys all for NXT. Keep it hot, keep it strong, keep it 100.
If